Going through those photos, you sit down and you review stuff, and again, when you don't recognise the person who's sitting in the photo that you're looking at, you think, oh God, hang on, what's going on here? Terry Pankhurst, I live on Lisarow on the Central Coast, and I'm 41 years old. You want to be around as long as you can, and when things are like that going in the wrong direction, that can obviously impact on all that stuff with all the illnesses that can come along with it. So, but the more family, you think they deserve better than that. Especially with younger kids now that are starting to participate in all these sports, you want to be able to chase them around and help where you can and stuff like that. And the way it was going, I wasn't going to be able to do that. The first 6, 7 months, I probably lost 15 or 16 kilos in that short time. As of right now, 23 kilos. Handshake met pretty much all of my expectations, really. Again, I was a bit sceptical at first because I had tried some other ones that just didn't really work that well. And if you did get a short-term gain out of it, it was short-lived. It's a lifestyle change, and you've got to train yourself to train. It took a long time to get to where I was. It's going to take a little while to get back to where I want to be. So like I said, I'm very close, but I've still got a little bit to go, so I'm still following the programs, and I will into the future. And the fear of failure, I think, is what holds a lot of people back. I was probably myself was in that boat. It's like, oh, well, if I do this and fail or whatever. But we learn from failures basically. So sometimes in life, you make a failure and you learn from that, and then you keep going and you make little steps, and there's no such thing as failure really. If you make the first step and get into it, the rest follows. So a lot of people think with motorsport, because you're actually sitting down, that it's a cruise, but it's actually quite demanding in there. Like, you're in a double layered suit, which again gets quite hot, so you've got to work in extremely hot conditions, especially on a hot summer's night where it still could be 30 degrees, and you're physically working the car, you're trying to make it do something it wasn't designed to do. So, and you're getting thrown around in there as well. It can be quite rough, braking, clutching, accelerating, all that sort of stuff. And going towards these championship wins, it's attributing all to the mental preparation, I suppose, of you've got to be focused on what you're doing. So as a result of losing the weight too, it's sort of a double-edged sword. I had to spend a bit of money and buy a new seat this year, but the old seat I took out was too big. I was finding myself sliding around in the seat because being a bit smaller now, I had to buy a new seat. So that's a good thing, but I could have spent the money somewhere else, but I'll take that. Life's too short. Get out there and be the best version you can be of yourself, really, and if that involves making a change, then change.